into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta start fast, you gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Arizona's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Steps away to find some room. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Best. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now the toss. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He breaks a tackle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils' territorial cup runneth over with a big win the last time they faced the Cats.
It was all sparky, and man, that was a spanking. Arizona State gave it to Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on them. In these rivalry games, man, you do not forget that. It's talked about, it's bragged about, and you want to come out and make a point and change that history.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Cole. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set. First down. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Smashes through. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Wow. What a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now on the option. The pitch. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils get it past the sticks.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Tackle is made after the first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll toss it. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move, and here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, this field goal lead Tide, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give out of the gun. Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for a block. It's Best. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute on it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Bridges. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the tailback. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Back to pass, it's Cole. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
It just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to move it through the air. Some heat on that completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Now they'll run the draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They'll run for it on third and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Give to the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Arizona in a hurry.
And that's in Arizona.
DB's right up on the receivers. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll leave it with him. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Off play action. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Running it back, it's Best. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The option look. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Just a short pass to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Oh, gave the defender the business. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're testing the right side here. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. Return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been...
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Back to the ground game on the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his big tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with doubles.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for the big dog.
On second down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit.
Arizona State.
Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. They say every game counts.